This video chart presentation of Cannabis Sciences Inc. Cannabis is a bulletin board listed company trading our ticker CBIS. Thought we'd revisit this chart. We looked at it right in through here when the stock was holding a nice support level just over 8 cents. About a dime a share climb happened. Stock is falling back down. That old support fell through. I would suspect that's going to act as some resistance if another climb happens. But once again, there's a pretty solid support level being held. Indicators trying to come out of oversold territory. Just going to keep this on radar to see if it's going to try and make a push. Flip this parabolic SAR, hold above the 200-day moving average. MACD been on a pretty strong decline, but in the more near term is moving back towards zero. A bullish cross could be coming. As with many stocks, when a bullish cross happens in the MACD, typically a nice climb in price per share happens. ADX is moving upward a little bit, suggesting that the strength of that downward direction is increasing, but overall it's relatively low, only registering a 26. It's really just going to tie in with the support level, because if the support level doesn't hold, what's going to happen is this ADX is probably going to crank upward a little bit harder. Negative DI is going to follow. But right now, pretty neutral, but leaning towards the bearish side of things. Money flow index is trying to move upward in the near term. Of course, I want to see it break through 50. Accumulation distribution continues to hold a baseline. Checking money flow in the red says over the last 20 periods, selling pressure has been greater than buying pressure. But over the last few days is curling upward, perhaps even making a slightly higher low. CCI trying to hold above negative 100. Price per share is definitely trading towards a lower range over the last 20 periods. And full stow into oversold territory, making a little bit of a turn. Going along with the other indicators, stock just doesn't have much momentum or strength of trend to it right now. Tricks, it's lagging, but it looks like it's trying to flatten out. RSIs slightly moving higher. Key point for the RSIs is to try and get above 50. You can see right in through here. RSI is primarily holding over 50. Nice climb in price per share. When they broke back down through, that's when a bearish trend started. So moving back through 50 and holding above them is a pretty important feature. I'd look for this support at 7 cents to hold. For starters, it keeps price per share over top of the 200-day moving average, which is a bullish indication. But additionally, that support level is pretty solid there, and it was a resistance point. In classic TA fashion, you really want to see that old resistance continue to serve as support. If the price per share did fall through 7, I'd certainly have to look to the 200-day moving average for some dynamic support. That's slightly higher than a little bit of static support should pull around a nickel. To the upside, as I mentioned at the beginning, the support level around 9 cents is now serving as resistance. That would be the first point I'd be looking for the price per share to try and break through. And I'd want to see volume picking up. 3.8 million shares is still not terrible volume, but it's a little low for this play. I'd want to see volume increase because the 50-day is definitely going to serve as some dynamic resistance. And there's also some static resistance that falls into play there. Price per share couldn't pop through it early in the month. It was a little bit of a support level back in April. And it'll probably be a somewhat tough spot again for it because of the dynamic resistance of the moving average. Beyond that, resistance is a little bit sporadic. Some more coming in around 13. But I wouldn't think resistance would get real heavy until it starts to move up back near these old highs around 18 cents. But because the chart throughout the course of May has been holding 7 cents, I think it's one to keep on radars to see if that support's going to continue to hold. Again, if it doesn't, I'd look down around this 5.5 cent mark for a potential bounce. And importantly, try and hold over top of that 200-day. Those are the type of things that I see in the CBIS chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation of the cannabis science chart. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.